G'day and welcome to Poor Man's Gun Club, and this is bullshit.
Serious bullshit.
Because in Canada we have the Ruger 1022. Great gun. You can do whatever you want to it. You can make it look like an AR if you really wanted to. And there was no limit on the amount of ammo you could have in your magazines. You could buy a Butler Creek mag that fits 30 rounds or
25 round mag right here.
yeah,
It's a steel lip.
or an Archangel.
It came in 30 or 10 rounds. That's a
This
10
is
round.
10 round. And we loved it.
Yep.
We had no problem with it because it's a semi-automatic that doesn't have to be pinned. However, what the Canadian government is doing now is they are limiting them to 10 round magazines.
The RCMP recently released a memo stating that basically because the Ruger 1022 Charger pistol, which is a small pistol that can take
These clips.
these magazines, these Ruger magazines, these little 10 round magazines, they can also take these 25 round magazines. And because it's a pistol, that's a prohibited device, which is, kind of a legal loophole for them. Not so much in our favor.
Yeah. What I'm wondering though is because they can take those kinds of magazines, will they be able to take like this Archangel?
No, it wouldn't be able to take this Archangel.
Exactly. Yeah. So what are they going to do with this? Are they going to limit the Archangel magazines that are really fat to 10 rounds, or would you be able to buy a 30 round? Because it's not going to fit in the pistol anyway, so what would be the point?
I had to modify this in order to fit my normal Ruger 1022. I literally had to cut out a small section in the back of it. And it barely just fits. I can get my hand into the release tab there. If I had to pull the release tab back, I wouldn't be able to use this mag, but since it's a push forward, I can use it. The beautiful thing about this whole debacle is that they had already banned Ruger BX25 magazines, which was Ruger's own 25 round magazines that they developed for the Charger pistol and the Ruger 1022. They had already issued a memo saying, "Oh, we can't have these magazines because they're specifically designed for the Charger pistol and the Ruger 1022." Now, they're saying that every single one of these magazines that was made for the Ruger 1022 are now prohibited because they hold more than 10 rounds and they can be possibly used for the Charger pistol.
So apparently what's going to happen is they're going to send a letter to the dealers of the clips, which they apparently already have, I think, or the manufacturers, sorry, and then it's going to go to the dealers.
Yeah.
So if you can, I suggest getting your hands on some of these.
There's not a lot of people now who are going to sell them. The problem is they've already sent memos out to the distributors.
Yeah. What I just said.
Yeah, the distributors. Yeah, dealers. But it's not the gun stores that have received any letters yet. It's only the distributors. Yeah, only distributors. Even the manufacturers, I don't think have received any, because all the manufacturers are in the States, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's only the distributors that have received the memo that was internally sent within the RCMP to basically cease any sale of these, and to also deem them as a prohibited device. So I ask you to go online, do a Google search for Ruger 1022, and what you're going to find is you're going to find a stock wood rifle.
Yep.
Doesn't look anything like this at all.
Now this is completely aftermarket.
Yeah, this is all aftermarket.
The only thing that is original is the barrel, not the brake, and the receiver. That's
and
it.
the trigger group, and that's it.
Yeah.
This is the original 10 round magazine that comes with the Ruger 1022. And I mean, like, why do they have only a ban on these magazines, but any other firearm out there, any other 22 long rifle firearm is not subject to this ammunition limit.
Only the Ruger 1022. Anything that fits the Ruger 1022 is affected by this ban.
The Ruger 1022 is one of the most popular Canadian rifles. Almost like hundreds of thousands of Canadians own one because they're so easy to shoot, so easy to maintain, and so reliable,
and so cheap.
They're
like about $300.
Yeah, $300 for the standard carbine, and that's nothing. And then you go up a little bit. You can make really target shooters, like really accurate versions of the Ruger 10/22. You can do like mine, which is kind of like an AR replica that just,
It's
you know,
it's a tactical.
it's just for
tactical
fun, right?
rifle.
For fun plinking. It's not even meant for serious hunting. I've got a Chiappa that I'm going to use for serious groundhog hunting. Like it's unfrickin' real
It is.
what these guys are willing to do to be able to sneak in something like this, and we can't even bring it to the Supreme Court of Justice anytime soon because
Do you think that there's a petition
there's a petition
floating around?
There's a petition. There is CSSA and I think CSSAS or something like that. There's a couple of pro firearms groups that are currently doing. They're looking for people who are willing to be represented legally in the Supreme Court of Canada to fight this kind of action because it's
douchebaggery.
It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, why would you even bother trying to like, why can't the gun ranges be the ones to to kind of dictate who uses the magazines and the charger pistols?
I mean, and also, yeah, this only really boils down to people with pistols.
Yeah,
And yet, the people that own the rifles
are getting
flack
too.
for it.
But it shouldn't be, it shouldn't even matter because the government does not trust, or the RCMP, I should say, does not trust people who own firearms. And they feel that people with a BX-25 magazine who own a Ruger, 10/22 Charger pistol are going to take one of these, or maybe not even a BX-25, but even take one of these Butler Creeks, slap it in there, and go and shoot up an entire place with a 22 pistol, though.
Yeah. When is the last time in Canada you've heard of a crime committed with a 22?
Well, I mean, with a Ruger Charger pistol.
Yeah.
With a Ruger Charger pistol at all.
Even the 22 caliber.
Yeah, I
You,
doubt it's
you
very
don't you don't
often.
see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it.
I'd like to look at Stats Canada, and I guarantee you won't find much with the BX-25 pistol.
I guarantee you that
Or-
more crimes are committed with knives than with the 22 caliber.
More people are killed by drunk driving.
Yep.
By legal firearms owners. I don't even think there's very many legal firearms owners at all who've committed any kind of crimes.
No.
Period. Like
It's usually not the legal firearms owner. It's the people that get their guns illegally.
Yeah.
And yet, always, every single time, the person that went through all the government's hoops always gets screwed for it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Exactly. They don't go after the criminals. They don't go after the people who break the law. They go after us because we're the easy target. We're the people who are going to be subjected to all this, all these extra bullshit laws. And it's only to make the people on the other side feel better.
Mm-hmm.
The people who don't understand the people who don't understand our passion, don't understand our traditions, or don't understand the fun of it. They don't understand clinking pop cans or shooting steel or anything like that. They don't even understand hunting, for the love of God.
It feels like a battle of attrition where they're just trying to wean out guns altogether.
Basically, that's exactly what it is,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that's within their agenda, at least for the tactical looking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, go online, do a Google search for Ruger 10/22 carbine. You'll find the wood version of it,
Yep.
and then you'll see this thing right here, and it's the exact same gun. All it is just furniture. That's all it is.
Yep.
And that's the problem. That's the problem with the ARs. That's the problem with a lot of tactical rifles out there, is that they're not mechanically very different from any other hunting rifle. But, they're just...
It's the look of them.
It's the look of them. And
They
because
look
of the
scary, therefore they scare people.
Exactly.
Therefore, they must be banned.
Exactly.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
But that is how the government works. If something scares people, they want to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
No matter, who it affects or if anything has been committed with it, which in Canada, that hasn't been. I mean, it's the same platform, like Dan said, with the wood finish. It's just the furniture. It's just the stock. And, a red dot on it, an adjustable stock, muzzle brake. That's all it is. It has nothing to do or increase the performance of the gun.
No.
It's
Mechanically, it's the exact same.
Exactly.
Mechanically, it's the exact same.
it's just, it looks a little bit scarier.
Yeah.
And this magazine looks a little bit more scarier. That's all it really is.
And I guarantee you, eventually, they're going to say we want to register all semi-automatics. Might not be bolt guns or, pump actions, but semi-automatics we want to register. I almost guarantee that might happen down the line. And registering does not prevent any sort of death whatsoever. Because if you register your car, and this is an argument constantly brought up by people who do not like firearms, who don't understand firearms, it's an argument that's consistently brought up. You register your car, why not register your gun? Does registering your car ever prevent somebody from getting killed in an accident or getting behind the wheel drunk? It doesn't.
I mean,
It never does.
the way it works already is a gun is like a car already, because when you buy a car or you have a car, you get transferred. Your VIN number is your serial number.
Yeah.
When you buy a gun at the gun store, they write everything down.
Yeah, they keep a ledger inside the gun store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Any brand new gun.
yeah. So if you really want to stop the crime in Canada, focus on the illegal guns and not the legal guns.
Yeah. Do the hard work. The government should do the hard work and actually go after the source of the problems, and not the people who are actually going through the legal ways of getting a firearm. And we're constantly being ridiculed. Our names go through, his and mine, go through a daily background check because we own firearms. The minute our name comes up for any kind of illegal activity, whether it be a domestic dispute, any kind of disorderly contact, any kind of assault, or say we got into a scrap at a bar or something because somebody was drunk or disorderly. Even if we got involved with that scrap, if we got charged, immediately our names are brought up in the system, and we could potentially have all of our rifles, all of our firearms taken away.
Yep.
No questions asked.
Just gone.
Just gone.
Because if you obtain a criminal record,
Yeah.
you can't get guns.
You can't get guns. You can't own guns.
You would need to get your criminal record absolved, and even then, I have no idea if you can get
Consistent
your
legal
gun.
battle.
Yeah.
You'd be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees just trying to get your hands on a hunting rifle for hunting. If you had a tradition and you wanted to pass your tradition down, and you got into a scrap that probably wasn't even your fault, it still comes back to bite you in the ass. You're almost better just to lay there and get punched and kicked the crap out of, in order to just keep your livelihood, your tradition, and your ownership of your firearms, something you've worked hard for all your life.
But we're gonna stop bitching now.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed this video, and
This little rant.
for the people in America that don't know, how the gun laws are down here, they're shitty.
They are shitty. Just
So-
think California.
Hey,
Just think California. It's California all over the place here.
but thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one.
Take care, guys. Join the fight.